Sunday, Sunday, Sunday at the Atraxa killing floor. Bring your goggles. What's up, everybody? Welcome to some four-color Aristocrats. Hope you're excited to get your blood orders on. Maybe sprinkle a little bit of Zulaport, cutthroat in there if we're lucky. Maybe sprinkle some Bloodthrone Vampire in there too. Okay, I'll cover what we got going on in a second. As far as opening hand, yeah, I'll go to Mulligan. That's not the best. Yes, I like this hand a lot. Mystical Tutor equals a win condition, and then we have a sack outlet. Yeah, we'll go and keep on this one. Like a little more action, but actually, we'll just go and put Angel of Invention on the bottom. And then we'll go and pass the turn. So we're playing Atraxa, four-color Aristocrats. She has Flying, Vigilance, Death Touch, Lifelink. At the beginning of your instep, Proliferate. Buried Alive. That's a really good draw. Let's go ahead and go. Let's go and get the Temple of Deceit down. Get that scurry action going. Arcane Sanctum. That's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll go and put that on top. And we'll go and pass turn. Oh, we got some partner action. So we got the Dragon Speaker, Ojutai Dragon Speaker, and we've also got the Ludwig's Opus. Okay, get behind that. That's the fun thing in this these new partners is just seeing different partners pop up. It's always a lot of fun. You know, this is just your standard Jeskai build, but so whenever an opponent casts a spell, put a +1 counter on Dragon Speaker. Whenever an opponent casts their second spell, his turn, draw a card. Okay, pretty straightforward. Yeah, that's the fun part with partner commanders is, you know, it's like the prize at the bottom of the cereal box. You don't know what you're gonna get, so it's really cool that they did that. Frantic Surge. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the Polluted Delta down. Let's go ahead and crack this bad boy. Let's grab a green source. Want the Bayou, or do we want a blue? No, we're okay on blue. We'll just go and grab a Bayou. Or do we want Tropical Island? Yeah, let's grab a Tropical Island. Okay, so let's fire this Frantic Search off. No, we're not going to pay for that. So we're going to draw 2 cards, discard 2. Okay. Let's go and chunk the Husk into the graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'll probably just go and chunk Mana Confluence. We're way okay on mana base right now, so I'll just go and put that in the graveyard, and then we have access to Buried Alive. And let's go and fire Buried Alive off. Not going to pay 1 for that Ristic Study. And we're definitely going to grab. We have a sack outlet in the graveyard right now in the Husk, Nantuko Husk. So we're going to grab Blood Artist, and then we're also going to grab a way to amplify all of our creatures dying. So let's go ahead and grab. Let's grab Blood Artist. Let's grab Pawn of Ulamog. And then I may go and grab Zulaport too, just because if we have Mystical Tutor, having 2 Blood Artist effects in the graveyard really changes the difference as far as your Blood Artist math. And so, yeah, I think that'll put us in a good spot. So now we have Mystical Tutor to search up for our Living Death. Usually we're going to use the Living Death to go off of. So right now we just need to find a way to get our graveyard up and running. As far as the creatures in our graveyard, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 2 Blood Arts type effects, and then each creature we sacrifice is going to get a Scion token from that Pawn of Ulamog. So we're in a good spot. We just need to get some mill action running. Let's go get the Opulent Palace down. Actually, we can go. Let's go and get Atraxa down. Looking at that. Looking at blue, green, and then black. There we go. Can't pay for Ristic Study. Nope, we're good. Trax is coming in hot, then we'll go and pass turn. And we could proliferate on our opponent's creature, but we're going to pass on that. We're not in the given mood just yet. But you can see, yeah, you know, as far as the deck goes, sometimes, you know, we have a way to get our Living Death piece to get everything out of the graveyard, but at the same time, we don't have our graveyard action up and running. So getting Atraxa down right now is going to allow us to kind of just at least stabilize or keep our opponent from swinging in and getting that cheap commander damage. But we're ripping all of our lands right now, so if we can rip some other just non-land spells, we'll be in a good spot. But yeah, I love playing Aristocrat style decks. It's my favorite deck to play. Playing a Blood Artist deck, it's what got me into Magic. I got in during Return to Ravnica, and Aristocrats, somebody made an Aristocrats deck, like I think at the Pro Tour or something like that, but I was like, I wasn't really aware of standard Magic and Pro Tour. Like I just knew that like Magic was a game. Like I didn't understand like the tournament structures on top of that. But I was when I first got in, I was brewing with Blood Artists and Immortal Servitude. You know, using Bloodthorn Vampire and Blood Artists to sacrifice a bunch of creatures. It was really cool to me to be able to do that. And so I've always had this just fascination with. Sorry, but my phone just went off. I've always had this fascination with Blood Artists. I've loved it. Protection from blue and green, and that is both of our commanders. All right, so we got coming in hot for 4. Gonna get the. Oh yeah, okay, heck yeah, he's gonna mill for us. Okay, I will take that. I forgot about the Sword of Body and Mind milling. Yeah, okay. Okay, so what we can do is we can actually go Careful Study. We can go Mystical Tutor, put it on top, get the Living Death, and then Careful Study to get it into our hands. And then we're going to get into spots where he's going to keep attacking us and milling us out. Yeah, that's going to be a good spot. Okay, so let's go and get this Bloodstained Mire down. Let's go and crack it. Let's grab a, I'm going to grab a Bayou off that one. So let's go Mystical Tutor, because he's tapped out right now. I want to get this through. Yeah, we'll go and pay for Mystical Tutor, Mystic Study on that one. Alright, so we're going to search for Living Death. That's going to go on top. Let's cast a Careful Study. That Dragon Lord, that Dragon Speaker's putting in some work over there with those counters, man. And we'll go and pay. Yeah, we'll pay for that Ristic Study. Okay, draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. So we'll draw that Living Death. We'll go and chunk the Opulent Palace, and then we'll go and chunk the. We'll just chunk the Verdant Catacombs. All right, so now we got Living Death in the hand. We've got enough mana to cast it next turn, so we're gonna go and pass the turn. Oh, we could have swung in right there. Dang it! Sorry, guys. I was getting ready to count my graveyard. It's one of these games where I'm 2 minutes behind on the clock because I'm doing a lot of talking and a lot of counting, so I'm always trying to make sure I'm not eating up too much of the clock. Now, as far as let's get our graveyard up and running. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're looking at 9 creatures in the graveyard. We've got 2 Blood Arts effects. We've got the Pawn of Ulamog, which is going to amplify everybody out, so that's an extra 7 right there, excluding the creatures. He's at 41. Rise of the Dark Realms. Collar of the Claw. That's actually good. So we can put the Collar of the Claw on the trigger, on the stack. Is there any way we can bring something back? We don't have Eternal Witness or anything like that. And I think we've been dealt 10 commander. Yeah, we may go on Life from the Loam right there. Lot Literal. Okay, so let's do a little bit of math. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we're pretty close to closing it out between that Pawn of Ulamog. He's tapped out right now, so every time we sacrifice a creature, let me just get a quick creature count. 1, 2, and we can put the Collar of the Claw. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've got this one. Let's go and swing in first for 4. Okay, put him down to 37. Yeah, we're gonna get really, really close if we're not. I could spend the time counting right now, but I'm fairly certain we've got it. So we're gonna go ahead and play black right now. Looking at black, because we have a whole lot of ways to kind of take advantage of all of our creatures. And we've got 2 Blood Artist type effects, and we have a Sack Outlet and the Husk over there, and our opponent's tapped out. So this is gonna be our best time to go for it. Not gonna pay for it. Nope, we're good. Ristic Study. Sure, draw a card. Welcome to the killing floor, buddy. Okay. So we need to put the Collar of the Claw on the stack first. Then let's go ahead and put the Fleshbag Marauder, the Autocrat. Let's get the Kozilek's Predator, Angel of Invention. Okay, so we're going to fabricate 2. Get 2 servo tokens. We're going to get 2 colorless tokens. Get those 3 right there. We're not going to sacrifice a creature. We're going to leave this Collar of the Claw on the stack because we want to get everybody in the graveyard so we can get those bear tokens. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and find our sack outlet. Where's our sack outlet? Let's activate the husk. Let's sacrifice Fleshback Marauder. So we get the Pond of Ulamog. Choose our target player. And then we actually want to sacrifice... we're going to sacrifice the Liliana. We don't want her to flip. So we're going to activate the husk, sacrifice the Liliana. Okay, so Zulaport, Pond of Ulamog, Blood Artist on our opponent. We're going to draw another card. Get that extra token right there. Okay, now let's start running down the line. So we're going to sacrifice Kozilek's Predator. Draw a card. Use that extra pawn token right there. Okay. And what's going to happen is we have this Collar of the Claw trigger on the stack. We're going to sacrifice everybody, and once everybody hits the graveyard, we're going to get all those extra bear tokens, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, 22, yeah, bear tokens, heck yeah. Okay, so now we're going to sacrifice another creature. Let's go and sacrifice sacrifice these surf tokens. Choose our opponent. Click OK. I'm going to close the graveyard out right now so we have a little bit extra room. There we go. Sacrifice that surf token. Blood Artist up there. Always yield. Always yield. There we go. Now we're kind of getting this process up, speed up a little bit. Okay, our opponent scoops up. So the way this is going to work is we sacrifice all of our creatures. So right now we're looking at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. We've got 20, 22. Yeah, so we have enough to close it out. We even have the Collar of the Claw trigger on the stack. So whenever it enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 green bear token for each non-token creature that was put into the graveyard from the battlefield this turn. So what happens is you sacrifice all your creatures right here. So we're looking at, we were sacrificing tokens. So we're looking at like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, we're looking at about 5 more creatures, so we get 5 more bear tokens out there to close it out. So, but yeah, you can see we're just simply getting a ton of creatures in the graveyard with a couple Blood Artist type effects. So like the main difference in this game was us getting that Blood Artist and that second Zulaport thing right there. So because once you have 2 Blood Artist type effects in the graveyard, it's just kind of pretty much easy to close the game out because we have so many ways to generate so many creatures. But yeah, all right, guys, if you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.